In this video, I'm going to show you how to crack the #1 most important thing in client acquisition so you can start printing money. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Julian Corzo, and I run a marketing agency called marketingforyou.ai. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. So I first want to start off by asking you guys something. Why is it that some people's stuff just works, right? They're just able to sell their offers so effortlessly, whether it's through content ads, emails, webinar funnels, whatever it may be. Everything seems to work out for a select few, but I'm sure that you've tried everything and anything, and for some reason you just haven't been able to get the same results, right? Maybe you've tried posting content, but that content just doesn't seem to hit, right? Your audience doesn't seem to resonate with it, and your content just isn't, one, getting views, but it's also not reaching the people that you actually want to attract. So you have no clear direction as to what's actually working with your content. Maybe you've tried cold DMs and you've sent tons of DMs, but nobody opens them, and you're not even booking calls from these DMs. Or maybe you've tried running ads and you spent a few $100s on ads testing them, but you just felt like you threw that money out in the trash, and now you have nothing to show for it, and you just spent a few $100s, maybe even thousands of dollars on ads, and still you haven't been able to fix the problem of lead generation. And when I talk to a lot of agencies, coaching businesses, or overall just online businesses, the biggest problem that these people always have is lead generation, is having a predictable system and a predictable way to generate leads, but specifically qualify leads that are going to pay them thousands of dollars for their service, program, or product. Now, if that resonated with you and you've tried those three things, but you just can't seem to crack the code, I'm sure that you've done one of these three things to try and solve that problem. The first thing is, maybe you've went on YouTube to see if there's a new marketing funnel. Maybe you think your funnel is outdated, or you don't have this complex funnel, and you need to find this new marketing funnel and try something out that is going to actually, absolutely revolutionize your business. Maybe you've done that. I know I have before. Maybe you've done the second thing where you just, honestly, you're like, you know what? Let me just power my way through. Let me just increase my ad spend, because that's what all these gurus are telling me. Let me just increase my ad spend. And you know what? It's just going to magically, the problem is just going to magically solve itself. All right. Maybe you've tried that, or you've tried the third thing, whereas, maybe you think you need a new hook for your videos. Maybe you need to see if going viral is what's going to help you. Maybe you've tried a new editing style, whatever the case is. Maybe you've hired a new editor and you think that's what's going to solve your problem of client acquisition and being able to generate new leads. And for some of you, maybe you've tried all three of these things, or maybe you've only tried one, but you always go back to the same conclusion. You just still aren't getting great results that other people are getting. Other people who maybe have worse products than you, who have less experience than you, who have less of an expertise than you, these people seem to be crushing it, but you just aren't getting those same results. Maybe you have a high cost per lead. Maybe you're getting a lot of unqualified people through your funnel. Maybe your channels aren't growing like like you'd hope them to. Maybe you're just stuck at 10,000 followers or 5,000 YouTube subscribers, whatever the case is. Maybe your customer acquisition cost is just starting to creep month over month, and it's like, wow, it's taking more and more money. I'm spending more and more money just to acquire a customer. And for some reason, you just can't get your KPIs to track so you can scale. You're not confident about your methods so you can actually scale. So here's the truth. You not being able to crack client acquisition and being able to actually build a system that's going to generate you leads day in and day out doesn't have to do anything with the type of funnel you're using, the type of ads you're running, the content you're posting, the emails that you're blasting, or any of that stuff. In reality, what it all comes down to is having message market fit. Now, if you don't know what message market fit is, it's essentially when your marketing speaks directly to the deepest desires, fears, and needs of your ideal customer. Now, before you hop off this video and you're like, really? Like, you're saying that messaging is the one thing that's stopping my business? I'm gonna dive into something to really help you make this click inside of your mind, okay? Let's dive into this. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that you would be able to sell something to your parents? Most likely, right? Well, honestly, most definitely. Now, why is that? Well, it's because you would know exactly what to say and how to say it. And that's because you know every little nuance about your parents. You know exactly what they resonate with. You would know like what would get them emotionally involved. For example, if you're selling them like a fitness product or something, you would know whether or not your dad would resonate with, either getting him a 6-pack or lowering his blood pressure, right? Like you would know exactly what he would resonate with more, and you would say that in order to get him to buy. Like honestly, you would say anything in order to get them to buy. But you'd be very specific with your approach. And again, that's because you truly understand who your dad is. Here's another example. Let's just say, and this is for the people who have a girlfriend out there or a boyfriend, you know exactly how to get your girlfriend or boyfriend pissed off. Like, you know the things that she doesn't like, and sometimes you're gonna do them because it annoys her, and sometimes it's funny to annoy your girlfriend. And now she gets emotionally involved, and now she's super pissed. And now here's another example. You also know what's going to make your girlfriend really happy. You also know what's going to help her take action on the thing that you want her to take action on, right? Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's taking the dog out, whether it's cleaning, whatever the case is, but you know exactly the right words to say in order to have her take action. And again, that's all because you know every little nuance about your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You see, marketing isn't any different. Right? Marketing to your audience is literally the same exact thing. You need to know exactly what to say and how to say it in order for your customers to be able to take action on the thing that you're selling or promoting. That's all marketing is. So if you see that your ads are attracting unqualified people, like the people that you don't really necessarily want to attract, that all comes down to the basic fundamentals. Your messaging is off. You are saying the wrong thing and you're saying it the wrong way. Like, if we look at all of the biggest copywriting books, Breakthrough Advertising, Scientific Advertising, Copywriting Secrets, and Influence, the whole foundational thing of this, like the whole foundational basis of this book is just having a deep understanding of who your customer is. Like, honestly, that's what most of marketing is just having a true deep understanding of who your customer is, so you can know what to say and how to say it. And if you were to ask me, well, Julian, how are you able to scale to 60K per month with your coaching business? Well, it literally all came down to me having a deep understanding of who my ideal customer was. And here's the thing, I achieved this with the most simplest funnel and with only like around $2,000 in ad spend that month, and I posted content. So let me tell you, it wasn't the funnel that I was running. My funnel was honestly super simple. Like, it was basic. It was just a basic Instagram funnel. I was driving traffic to it and I was setting appointments in my DMs. So it wasn't necessarily my funnel that made me successful. And it wasn't my super cool edited ad creatives or my super cool edited content. And it wasn't that my hooks were made to go viral. Like, I wasn't trying to go viral with my videos at all. It all came down to me having a deep understanding of who my customer was. Like, when I was having sales calls with my prospects, they would literally tell me, it's like, bro, you know exactly, what I'm going through. It's like you spoke directly to me and like, I need your help. Because how you get people to take action is you need to get them emotionally involved. Because once you get them emotionally involved, then that's when you're able to shift these people's beliefs from being skeptical into thinking, okay, you know what? I do need this and I'm going to take action on it. Because here's the thing, guys, trust is at an all-time low. And I'm sure you've heard of that before. Like, skepticism is at an all-time high. So trust is one of the most important things in the world right now. Like, it is literally a form of currency. Now, how do you build trust with people? Well, first, you need to be able to resonate with them, right? You need to be able to step in their shoes and talk like them, speak to their pain points, speak like them. So whenever prospects or the viewer sees your content, your ads, your emails, whatever the case is, they say to themselves like, wow, this guy knows exactly what I'm kind of going through. Like, wow, this guy is acknowledging that, yes, I am struggling right now and I can appreciate that. Wow, this guy knows exactly what my goals are. That is a form of building trust. Of course, there's other forms of building trust, but you want to make sure that you first cater the emotional, their emotional needs, because the goal of this is how can you turn a stranger into someone who's going to be a customer, right? How can we build massive trust with these people? And it all comes down to having message market fit, because the goal is to take them from being skeptical, which is right here, and being able to shift their beliefs into somebody who's going to actually take action and buy your product and move forward with your service, product, or program, whatever you're selling. Now, I want to reflect on something. Go back to when you bought a coaching program, a product or service, whatever the case was, a course. I guarantee that you first saw the creator's ad or their piece of content and something they said resonated with you, right? You felt acknowledged. You felt like, wow, this person, they understand me. They understand what I'm going through. And that resulted in you binging their content, maybe downloading their lead magnets, which led to you buying their product. So it wasn't the funnel that converted you. It wasn't the email that converted you. It was their actual messaging inside of their content that made you want to buy their program or product. Now let's go over some examples of people who are leveraging this and who absolutely have their message market fit dialed in. Now the first person is Mr. Iman Gaji, or Gadzi, however you say his last name. Let me ask you this. I'm sure most of you watching this have bought Agency Navigator, right? I'm sure that you have paid Iman some sort of money. Let me ask you this. Did you pay Iman because of his cold outreach strategies? Did you pay Iman because of his super educational content? Did you pay Iman because he had the best ad strategy or the best funnel out there? Tell you most likely not. Like, I know for sure that I didn't. I bought it because I was watching his day in the life videos. I was watching his shopping sprees. Like, let's be real here. I was bought into his lifestyle, and that is just a form of messaging. He knew exactly who his customer base was, and he made content catering to those customers. I was also very intrigued by his biohacking. Does Iman have the best product out there? Probably not. Is he the most expert in the agency game when it comes down to like teaching in SMMA? Definitely not, right? I think he scaled his to like around 100K per month. There's several people out there who are doing way more than that. So the question is did Iman have a special funnel? Did he have like special ads? Did he have like a special email strategy that allowed him to scale to $100 million in revenue generated in the online space? No, it all came down to building an emotional connection with his customer base, shifting their beliefs and having them take action. But that all comes down to having message market fit. Another example is Charlie Morgan. Let me ask you this. If you're subscribed to Charlie Morgan, is it because of his cold outreach strategy? Is it because of his appointment setting strategy? Like, is that why you're subscribing to him? Maybe it is. But no, I guarantee you it all comes down to his mindset videos, right? His mindset videos is the one thing that really caught your attention, that you resonate with, and that's why you watch Charlie Morgan. And that's also why a lot of people will buy from Charlie Morgan. Again, he is somebody who has nailed message market fit. He has dominated his own market individually, not because he's posting content on what type of funnels you should do, not because he's running a special funnel, not because he's running YouTube ads, but it all comes down to the foundational things, guys. And the same thing goes for Mr. Luke Belmar. Like, did you join Capital Club because of his super educational videos? Maybe you did, but I know most of you guys probably joined Luke Belmar because of his biohacking. The point is that these people and the very successful people in this game know exactly what to say and how to say it that's going to make people take action. That is the biggest thing that I'm trying to get to. So with that being said, let's now get into some very tactical things. How can you nail message market fit? Well, there's really a few ways. The first way is to test with a shitload of organic content. Okay, so this is the first way. Just test with organic. Okay, see what resonates with your customers. See what resonates with your, with your audience. See what's getting the most views, what's getting shared the most, what's getting saved the most. That's typically the stuff that is resonating most with your audience. But here's the thing with organic, sometimes those shares and sometimes those saves, could be shares and saves from unqualified people that you don't necessarily want to attract. So that first way really isn't the best way to be able to nail your message market fit. And also it just takes a shitload of time with organic, and some of you guys don't have time, right? You guys want to get this, you want to nail this as soon as possible. The second way is to test with ads. Now I think this is a better way, but the thing about this is it takes money, right? Like, you're probably going to have to spend a few hundred or thousands of dollars until you nail your message market fit to see which ads are actually performing the best. So this can also take some time, but it also takes some money. Or the third option is we've created a system, and it's called our AI mind reader engine. And we realized that this was a big problem. Like, a lot of people, they don't have message market fit, right? They're trying all these funnels, tactical things, and yet they still aren't seeing results. So we created this AI mind reading, system that essentially will help you nail message market fit in just 72 hours. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. It is cracked. And let me show you exactly how it works. So how it works, and it's because we offer this for our clients, is we collect a bunch of information about, the business owner, their offer, their ideal customer, like pretty much everything about their business. And then we take that information and we then use those insights to feed our AI research agents to scavenge the internet for deep level insights, nuances, pain points, and we start peeling the layers into the minds of your ICP, and this is all done with AI. And once that happens, then we then create an ICP analysis blueprint. And essentially what we're doing here is we are collecting all of the insights to detail like a very in-depth, just essentially a document of your ICP. And what we do, and something that I think this is really cool, is we stimulate a real life role play conversation between you and a customer to literally predict the exact objections that the ICP may have, using all of the insights that we have collected. So you can start to have almost like a conversation, a real life conversation with your ideal client, with your ICP. and you can start to essentially just pull out all of this information that is super valuable. Because again, this all goes back to like, would you be able to sell something for, to your parents? And yes, and it's because you know every little nuance about them. That is the type of relationship that we want to have, that you want to have with your ICP. You want to be able to understand every little nuance about them. That's how you nail message market fit, and how your marketing is going to start to just generate you better results. And then what we do from here, so once we have this, full document, we then create 30 to 50 different problem statements. Now, if you don't know what problem statements are, it's just essentially problems that your customer would have, right? Like, oh, like the first one, I'm constantly chasing leads. How do I get people to come, to me instead? Like, for example, if you had if you're a fitness coach, I'm trying all of these diets, but for some reason, I'm not losing weight. Like, that is a perfect example. So we're essentially creating 30 to 50 different problem statements with all of the information that we've gathered. Now, once we have all of these problem statements, what we're going to do is we are going to put these into simple ad creatives, right? So we basically there's two versions you can use. We can do the Apple Notes one, or we can do like the Twitter ones or the X ones. Now, what we're doing right here and what we're testing is just to see what your audience is clicking on, okay? Are they clicking on this problem statement? Are they clicking on this problem statement? So we only have the headline because we want to see what your audience is really engaging with the most. Now, what we're going to do with all those problem statements is we are going to launch an awareness campaign on Meta, okay? So once we launch the campaign, and here's the thing, you only have to spend like $90 on this campaign, because with the awareness campaign, like $2 to $3 will get you, in front of thousands of people. So it'll get you like 3,000 impressions with only a few dollars. So essentially what we're doing is we are testing 30 to 50 different ads. We can look at it like this. We're testing, ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4, ad 5, ad 6, ad 7, ad 8, ad 9. Let's just say we're testing 10. And each of them are being spent $2. And what we're ultimately looking for is which one is getting engaged with the most. Which problem statement is your audience really resonating with? And once we collect all that insight, we then see what the 1 to 2 big ideas were from the actual campaign. And then we turn those into new ad creatives, into new pieces of content, right? And now we have so much data as to like, wow, this is what our audience is actually resonating with. This is what their problem is. Okay, so let's make more content on that. And I don't think you guys understand how powerful that is, because now instead of basing, your marketing strategy on assumptions, you're basing it on facts. Like, this is what people are struggling with. This is what my audience has a problem with. So let me just launch ads targeting these problems. Let me just fix my messaging. Let me just make different content, making sure I focus on these 2 problems, these 1 or 2 problems. And that's when everything changes. And now this system is also cracked if you wanted to test different offers, right? If you wanted to test different offers and different headlines as to what people are going to react to, instead of just testing with organic content or just testing with actual like normal ad campaigns and spending thousands of dollars and waiting weeks, if not months, to really figure out what offer or messaging is really going to hit, you can just utilize this system, leverage AI, leverage the ad campaigns, leverage the problem statements, and then boom, you can actually get factual feedback from the marketplace as to what people are resonating with. And once you have this information, guys, like, you can plug this into your ad creatives, you can plug this into your VSL, you can plug this into your whole marketing system, and that right there is when you are going to see your ads perform a lot more better, right? That's when you're going to start to be like these people right here, that everything you do, it's going to work. Doesn't matter what funnel you use, doesn't matter, what email you use, whatever the strategy is, that it's going to work. And it's because you know exactly what to say and how to say it. Now, I do want to say that, of course, what funnel you use is obviously like a factor in that, right? Like, there are more efficient funnels, there are better funnels than others, but at the end of the day, it all just comes down to the foundational principles. Do you understand your audience, and do you have message market fit? Now, here's the thing. If you're still watching this, our marketing agency literally implements this exact same system into coaching businesses, into info businesses, and also into other agencies. And we guarantee that using this system, we will increase your ROAS and create you ad creatives that far outperform your current ones. Now, if you're someone who wants to learn more about this system and how it can help you make more money, how it can help your ads perform a lot better, and overall how you can have just your marketing funnel perform a lot more efficiently, then there's a Google document that I'm going to link down below that's essentially going to break down everything, break down the whole offer, what we can do for you, how we guarantee you results, and how we can help you make more money with our AI system. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.